Hello and welcome back to Hof Bergmann. Right, so in the last episode, the way I left it was I had a shed ton of selfie to chop down. But I finally did it off camera in between this episode starting and the last one ended. And I got, quite a bit from that one field. I got 863,000 litres of selfie. So it's now in the pit, it's fully compacted as you can see. And I'm just about to place the blanket on. So let's just scroll back over to this. And it should pop out on a certain moving. There we go. Yeah, there's a bit of waste at the ends. Kind of throwing it back in, but this is all going to be to sell at the BGA when I figure out exactly how to use the BGA as well. So let me just put the front weight back on. Hopefully I can connect to it here. Yep, there we go. And this tractor definitely needs some fuel, some maintenance and a good wash, so we're going to go and do that first. But yeah, at least this is now all sorted out. There is quite a lot there, but oh well, should be alright. So we'll let this ferment, won't take too long, and then we'll process it at the BGA and hopefully make some good money. Quickly before I carry on, what I'm going to do is just jump over to field 11. Because I don't think I'm going to be using that again. I'm not going to be making any more selfie. It is it's a shed ton, absolute shed ton. From this one field to get nearly 1 million litres is insane. Speaking about 1 million litres, I am using the community extension. So all my pretty much in-game values have changed, reflect European, so I've got kilograms and metric tons. I have been going through a couple of these, not all of them. There is going to be some that I do need to change, like mayonnaise is probably going to be a liquid, so it's in litres. I have tried to mess about with things like the calves and the suckling pigs. I've changed the suckling pig from piece to solid, so it comes in as kilograms. I've also changed the bolt sperm to a liquid, so now it's actually really useful because it shows me the price for 1 litre instead of 1,000. So it's actually easier to understand how much you're going to get from each 5 litre canister that you do end up generating. So that's I do like that. But there is a few. So the piglet, probably thinking about that. It's hit animal right now, which is I think the default, or the default was maybe piece. So I've changed that to that, and I don't know whether to keep it at animal or change it maybe to a solid so I can look at it in kilograms. I am trying to still get my head around that. As you can see, all the grain is in metric tons. A lot of the solids are going to be in kilograms. Eggs are still piece. Wool, we need to change. Definitely need to change that. But probably what I'll do is, as I go through and see them, I'll change them one by one. Let me just see if I can see anything else that stands out. They're fine. Goat's milk is now good. Should show me the price for 1 litre. Let's have a look at some more. Cheese. We could probably change that to kilograms. We really could. I think it's telling me that 1 piece of cheese is that much, but I don't think that's true. So this is why it's probably better to change the, especially meat. We should probably change meat to kilograms as a solid. So in fact, let's just change meat now to a solid, so we can actually see what the price is per kilogram. Because I think that's what it's going to do. I think. So we need to find meat. There is quite a lot. So meat products is in piece. But if we change it to a solid and save that, what should happen is it's now in kilograms. So actually, per kilogram of meat we get, it's 12. Yeah. £12.14. So maybe if we changed a calf, for example, even though we're not going to sell calves for meat, but suckling pigs I have changed to kilograms. So you can see that 1 kilogram of suckling pig equates to £41.54. I'm just trying to think what would be the best, because we're going to get so many kilograms of meat packs now, because that's what it's set up as. But it would be nice to see how that equates to an animal. So if that was maybe a cow. How many kilograms would I get for a cow? So why don't we look at... It's got some young bulls here. Maybe if we try and... Maybe if we go to a young bull but brown and change it. I don't think I can do it, can I? No, it's fixed for that. Unfortunately, as you can see, it's a fixed thing for an animal. But it doesn't mean it's fixed for a calf or a piglet. But what I'll do is I'll keep it animal because it is, but at least we know that the meat packs now are going to be in kilograms. Mayonnaise as well. Probably should change that to a liquid. Even though it's quite a viscous liquid, it's quite thick. It'll still be good to keep it as a liquid. I could mess with this for days, I'll be honest. I could really home in on it, and I think if I was properly going for a serious playthrough, I really would do that. But with this being more of a series where I'm just trying to experience everything, try and help people out and show, and also enjoy it at the same time, I'm not too fussed if we try different things out as we go along. So yeah, so mayonnaise is £1.64 per litre, and now we should be getting mayonnaise in litres. Anyway, what was I doing? Let's go back to this. That's it. So that's all set up in the pit. Just need to get this back now. Give it a good clean. Give it some maintenance. Fuel it up. And then we'll go and do one of the first jobs that I want to do. Thinking about fuel as well. It has been processing. And I was questioning in the last episode whether or not we would get the same amount of fuel compared to the amount of raw products we were putting in there. So that's the animal fat and obviously the used vegetable oil, or vegetable oil if you do get that, which is something we're going to be doing because we really need to get that out of that field. I mean, I've left that in that field growing, and now I'm going to do crop damage. What a muppet. But luckily, with the power of super strength, we can take that out without hopefully doing any damage. But this is obviously not the right way to do this. I think for what we're trying to just do, let's just plonk it there. Now, what I have done as well is I've turned down the actual growth rate, growth speed. With me not playing on seasons, I'm technically like brand new again to the game because I'm so used to seasons that when, for example, the potatoes are now ready to harvest, and I just, after so many days, and I had it on normal speed, for the potatoes to be ready to harvest, I pretty much find that that's mental. That is really mental. So what I've decided to do is put the speed to slow. And then obviously we can have it a little bit better because it's too fast. I have put my in-game sign in here, just outside of here as I'm coming out. So this is to all my sponsors. Again, big thank you to everyone that's becoming a member of the channel. I really do appreciate that. So I'm putting your name on here when I see it. It usually takes me about maybe a week to update this. So if I do see it, because I have to go and then obviously modify this again, about a week's time, I'll have it in game, and then eventually when that video comes out, which probably will be another week after it, you will see your name on that board. But yeah, I do appreciate every single person that's helping me out there and supporting the channel. It means the world to me. Right, so let's get some maintenance done first on this. Probably drop that off, it might be a little bit easier. Best way to do that is just to pop in here and give that a good repair. There we go. And then what I need to try and do is fuel this up at the same time. So let's move this out of the way. This needs a clean as well. These all need a clean. I have been busy. In fact, this needs maintenance as well, repair, so. Right, let's just get it done. It's easier to just get this done now. Get it all cleaned off, and then eventually, in fact, I'll take it back round, do the maintenance on it. Oh, so I did forget to mention that I am going to sell Field 11, field that we did the Sylphian. It makes more sense to just get that sold now. Probably not going to do any more silage in that field. It really did take me a long time, and I think doing any serious farming like that, I pretty much need to save for my other series. Like I did mention, this series is pretty much going to be odd jobs, experiencing everything. It looks like from that message there, I'm guessing I've got too many calves waiting for me, so that is something we need to do ASAP, because I think we're stopping any more calves appearing. And I think I've got maybe half of the calf pens already full. So let's reverse this. Alright, that's fueling up, as you can see, so that's pretty much sorted out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reverse this. I do need this trailer, that's why I'm taking it around with me. But I'm going to obviously clean this tractor off before I go and do the next job with it. So I'll put it here, give it a clean, and then we'll go sort the calves out. None of the other animals need anything, they're all fine still. It is the same in-game day anyway. But yeah, they are all fine. I also need to go and get the suckling pigs and sell them, which should give me a good indication then of how much the suckling pig is and how it relates. Do I pick it up as it says kilograms, or will it say one piece, for example, or so many pieces? With it being animals, I am not sure how the CX mod is going to interpret that. I really aren't, so we need to kind of figure that out, but time will tell. Anyway, I'll definitely get my head around it soon enough. I absolutely enjoy playing this map though, and I'm sure everyone else that's watching the videos, I get that many comments about this series, and I can tell everyone else is enjoying it too. It's a shame about the few issues, well, I wouldn't say issues, but compatibility issues, let's say, with seasons, because I do like playing with seasons, but the horse breeding, that's obviously a compatibility issue. And then I think you've probably got obviously the goat's milk, but that can be fixed. There is a way of doing that. I have put it in my Discord. You can fix the goat milk now. And I did actually find that on the Hof Bergmann forums, so it wasn't something that I did. I just found the information. To do that though, what you need to do is go into the seasons mod. There is an animals, I think it's seasons animal LUA file, I think it's called. And if you do that, what you can do is overwrite the file in the seasons mod, zip that back up, and then what you'll find is you can sort out the issue with not being able to generate goat's milk if on seasons whilst giving manure to the goats. So at least that's one. As far as I know, apart from them two issues, there's not really much else, but actually saying that, I don't think you can also have male and female animals at the same time. Because I do notice that when you download the mod and then zip up both of the files that you download, inside there is, some files that relate to seasons. They are in German, but one of them says female, one of them says male, and I think you have to pick which one you want. Now, default is already female, so it's not like you have to do that. You can just obviously put the map into the game mods folder, and then it still will work. So, looking at this now, you can see the calf milk is in litres still, which is perfect. And I do like how it's got a decimal place now for the battery, but don't like how it's in litres. I don't know if I can modify that. And I don't even know what I'd modify it to. So all these have got milk in and straw. So now we just need to bring over the calves. And I have noticed that I've got 3. So let's give these a bit of a walk. And we'll go get them in. It's a shame I can't walk through there somehow. Take a little bit of a shortcut. Shouldn't take me too long anyway. Right, and there we go. Don't think any other one has popped in, but I assume that something is going to happen soon because it did say it was full up. So, but that's 3. So we're now rocking. We've got quite a few. We've got, 6 in each side? So we're at 9. We can hold up to 12. So yeah, that's good news. Now, obviously I haven't had anything grown up fully yet. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it and see where we get. But I think that's them all sorted. So let's move on to the next job. And the next job that I want to do, now that we've sorted out the Sylphy, that's all waiting to ferment, is I want to go and check something that I completely forgot about from pretty much one of my first episodes, which was the spent grain. I was processing something, and yeah, I never actually went to check to see if it was ready. So let's sell this field as well. Don't want that. 400,000. Yes, please. I'll take that. So where did I take it now? I'm sure it was the malt factory. So we have got a bit of a drive, but let's head over to the malt factory and just see if we've got some spent grain waiting for us, because it has been a few days now. I mean, 5 days is definitely passed, because that's how long I was waiting for the fuel. So it should be done. So I definitely won't forget this place. Last time I was here, I just made it in time, and I did a little bit of a drift over here. But luckily, we're bang on time today. So yes, I have. I've got 4,612.5 kilograms. So let's fill this up. Now, I'd love to know actually now the capacity of this trailer. It still says litres, which is a shame. But if I went into trailers, does it now show you the capacity? It does, it shows you in tonne. But for some reason, in that other menu, it doesn't. So at least you know when you're buying a trailer what the capacity is if you do want to be using the CX mod. If you don't know about the CX mod, I have released a video. But go and watch it if you haven't. It's, yeah, an interesting mod to say the least, and I do like it a lot. And that video will explain in detail what the mod does, what it offers. So if you are interested, a little bit more information is on that video. Right, so this holds 80 metric tons, which is a hell of a lot. That really is. And that's the amount. Thinking about that, 80 metric tons this holds. This is the trailer that I've got. And let's just have a look at the price, because I'm sure canola was like 5,000 a ton. Yeah. Canola and oats are £5,000, 1 metric ton. We've got 80 of them. In fact, I've got 21.7 metric tons of oats sitting there, but 3.68 metric tons of canola. That's nearly 20,000 already. That's insane. So yeah, at least we've picked up some spent grain. I mean, I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with this, to be honest. Because I know one of the options is to obviously use it as food for the animals. Let's just I'll quickly just show you. So if we go into the animals menu, you can see that spent grain is an option for the rams and the goats and sheep, I imagine. Same with the pigs, same with the cows, but it isn't with the chickens. So it is good to have an option there to use some feed, even though you're not sure on this map. Well, let's be honest with feed. You do actually start the map with all the feed you could ever want, but again, this map just keeps on giving, because now you've got even more. Right, so I thought I'd take the gator down to the butcher so we can actually pick up these suckling pigs. I didn't know it could do that, but it can do that. So let's, yeah, grab these. There's probably more pigs or piglets waiting for us. We should probably look at that. So this piglet is in litres. This suckling pig, it says 100 litres. I mean, that's not the freshest way to do this, is it? I don't want to damage it. So yeah, it does say 100 litres. So let's just have a quick mess about again and see if we can change that. So we are looking for suckling pigs. Now I've put it as a solid. So feed unit. Let's just see if I can... Can't change it from piece and bale. They're the defaults. Let's just change that, see if it does anything. I don't think it will. It's too much to ask, really, from that. Right, so there we go. I don't know if we can strap them. Maybe we can try anyway. And then make sure we shut that back up. And then what we need to do with these is just check the price first for suckling pigs. And it seems like the best place is the Mayer family home. So let's go and see where they are, because they really want some suckling pigs, it seems. Now the good thing about the map, it does tell you the number, and the Mayers now are 4. Now this never used to be there before. You'd have to go around the house and try and figure out which one was which. So this does really help. Oh, luckily it's right by where we are, which is pretty good going. So I imagine we can just take around this corner, and then down here should be number 4, probably the first house on the left. Now the best way to figure this out is have a look. Yep, Mayer. So what we need to do is grab a suckling pig. What would be a good idea now, didn't mean just drop the pig on the floor, but you know, is that says 100 litres. So I want to know how much I get for a suckling pig when it's 1 litre, and then we can figure it out. So if we just change this to liquid, and then go into the menu. So it's £27.37 per litre. That's what it says. Which is probably about right, because we've just got 2,700 for that one suckling pig. So these definitely will add up and be quite profitable. And these must be having a really big barbecue, because I don't think they want another one. Oh, no they did. They've obviously got a big barbie going on. Anyway, so that's that done. So yeah, it is really good money. 5 grand, or just over 5 grand, 5,400 and something, for 2 suckling pigs. So you can definitely say that that's going to be profitable. If the pig keeps throwing out piglets, you take them to the butcher, and it's a good way to go. Right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to try and make some seeds. So over on this yard you have this thing called the Seed Master, and it's quite simple to use. It is actually really simple. So what you do need is 2 ingredients. The first ingredient you can get by either using wheat, which is what I've got in here, or you can use barley. And the second thing you need is an IBC of Rubin TT. Now, to find Rubin TT, you go into Objects and then into the IBC tanks, and what you'll find is that there 2,600 for an IBC of 2,000 litres, and that's what you basically need to create seeds. Two pretty much simple things, and then I also would advise using the auger unless you want to tip to the ground and then scoop up with the bucket. But it is easy to do that. So what you need to do is jump into the Seed Master, which is what you can see I've done right now. You need to open the cover, and then you'll see when you put the IBC pretty much just there, right next to the connection. In fact, I'll just quickly jump out. There is a hose connection as well, and you can connect from there to there, but I don't find any way to pump in. That's the only problem with it. So unless you've got a way of pumping from that to that, some kind of pump, it doesn't work, because I did try it out with the hose, which I've just stuck behind there. But if you do put it in the corner, you'll get the option to refill, which is what you can see. So I'm going to refill it, max it out, and then we need to make sure we add the right amount of wheat or barley, get it in the ratio, and then we should be alright. So the way I'd recommend to do that is obviously tip some to the ground. Maybe like that. And then obviously jump into your auger, start your engine up, start it And then when it gets to, as you can see on the left hand side, it's going up. It's now in the green, but what we need is the Reuben to get into the green now. As soon as that's in there, I'm going to stop the screw feed on the auger, which is now. And there you go. Pretty much as simple as that. And then what we need to do is jump back into it, and we need to turn it on. But obviously start the engine first, and then turn it on. Now you could put a bigger quantity in here, a massive quantity to be honest. You could probably get a few IVCs and then even more wheat in here, but we're just going to do this. But I think you know you could also put this in one of them silos. You could probably use the hopper and put it into the 2 silos on the farm, or you could use one of the silos you can buy, which is these silos. So you've got a universal large silo, you've got feed ones, but yeah, you could probably use this one, 80,000, it holds 100 metric ton, and as you can see, it does accept quite a few fill types. So yeah, there's nothing stopping you getting some seed and then storing it in there if you wanted to anyway. Right, so we just need to now jump into the Seed Master, and then we need to obviously unload into the trailer, and that's pretty much the wrong one. And that then is pretty much all you need to do to make seeds. Dead easy. So all you need to do really is buy the Reuben TT and do some harvesting, and you can make your own seeds. You don't need to buy seeds anymore. They're not expensive anyway. But the good thing about this map is you can pretty much make your own fertilizer, liquid and solid, which we will be doing at some point. And then you can also make your own lime bags by obviously owning the lime pit and then bringing it up to the farm and bagging it off. So that is a good option as well. And then you can also make your own seeds. So you can really become self-efficient and run pretty much the farm from your own produce, which is, yeah, I do like that. I do like that a lot, to be honest. Right, so I think with where the episode's at, I'm running about 40 minutes recording. That'll probably be reduced a little bit. But I do want to try and get these potatoes done. So what I'm going to do, because I've got quite a bit of money now, I'm sitting at 486,000. I'm probably going to lease out a good piece of kit to do these potatoes. And I'll also drive this down to the field, and then yeah, we'll get these potatoes done, because I do want to make some pig food, and then obviously make some pig food bags, big bags, and store them away, because the pigs are consuming quite a bit. And what I have noticed is they're probably the best animal that I do have currently for reproduction rate. So if we do want to make quite a bit of money from meat packs, it seems like the pigs are going to be the ones that do us that, yeah, a lot better than what the cows would. Now the cows and the horses are going to be the best for the amount of meat we get from the butcher. So even though the cows are less productive when it comes to reproducing, they should give us more in quantity when it comes to the final product of meat packs. So it kind of might balance it out a little bit with the pigs being a little bit quicker. But right now the pigs are, yeah, really booming. I think I'm at 24 or 21 between that. Let's just have a quick look. And I did notice as well that, yeah, I'm at 23. So in every 6 hours, 6.5 hours in game, I get another animal. Now it can only hold 30, so as soon as I go to 30, I'm probably going to fill up the animal trailer that I do own, and then I the wrong way here. I should have gone that way. Yeah, so I'm going to fill up the animal trailer and pretty much take all the pigs I can to the butcher for meat packs, and then again I'll wait for them to reproduce to the full amount of 30 again. That's the plan, but obviously I do need some pig food. Forgot what it's called then. Weirdly got a weird strip there, like I missed a bit. But no, these are the potatoes. So these are potatoes that are ready now to harvest. So we do need to go and lease out some equipment. So let me get all that sorted out, and I'll get back in the field and we'll crack on with it. Right, so here we go. I have gone with the big equipment for this one. I'm going to make my life a lot easier. Yes, it cost me over 25,000 to lease out, but that doesn't matter, because I'm going to fly through it, and then I'm going to get some pig food, which is the aim, so why not? So I'm just doing this end first, and then what I'll start doing is some some side rows. No, I do like how it's got narrow tyres and then tracks on the back though. It does make things a lot easier. Because it is quite difficult to manoeuvre for one, but also understand where you're taking from. I'm hoping it's got the same width as the topper as it has there. It would make sense if that's the case. But it's doing well. We've already got half a ton, just hit half a ton, so 512 kg. So this field's going to be, yeah, again, another big job. Even though it's a small field, potatoes are always a big job. I can only imagine by doing it in real life how long you'd actually be out in the field for. But we're doing alright, we're picking quite a bit up. I have noticed as well, when I do get equipment on this map second hand, pretty much every time it is in dire need of repair, as you can tell. So what I'll probably do is I'm going to stick this on a quick time lapse now, me doing this field, probably either until we've finished it off or I've filled up the trailer.
Funny how the story goes, little hope but bigger dreams. They try to bring a sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright. The sun is getting warmer. When we soar away among the clouds, the sky is just a border. When we're floating up like helium. Sip me up like lemonade. We both know it's bittersweet. The sorrowness will bite your tongue. No one is forever young. No. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright. I know the sun is getting warmer. When we soar away among the clouds, the sky is just a border. When we're floating up like helium.
Right, so I thought I'd just take a break from it and probably finish it off in the next episode. I have done quite a bit, and I am 44% full in the trailer, but it does hold, yeah, a lot, this trailer does, so it doesn't really relate very well to the amount that we've got, because we have got pretty much 7 metric tons of potatoes, 7,192.5 kilograms in this trailer. And there probably is another potato harvester's worth left, so we've definitely got enough potatoes for what we need to do. If we have a look at the price as well, which I will do quickly, we can estimate how much we should get. Now we're obviously going to keep quite a bit of it because I do want to do a lot of pig food when I do need it, but we're at least going to sell half of it anyway, so we'll have an understanding how much we should get. But I'm going to just take it back to the farm because I do want to store some for when we do the pig food. So I'm probably going to take this entrance here because there's a big bag machine just around here, so it might be a good idea to maybe store it in this shed over just here. I think that's the plan. But let's have a look how much we would get if we did decide to sell maybe 3,000 kilograms. So what we need to do is find potatoes, and I don't know if it's in tons. If it is, we can change. So that, no, the potatoes are in kilograms, and it's £1 for every kilogram. So we've got 7,000. So pretty much this trailer right now is worth 7,000, which is not much at all. But then again, potatoes aren't worth that much, really. But you do get quite a lot. So if you were doing a bigger field than the one we're doing, which is, I think, the smallest field on this map, maybe 23. Nope, 23 looks a little bit bigger. So yeah, obviously it's going to be small volumes, but it's enough for what we need. So what I will do is store some of it maybe in this area if I can fit the trailer in. Luckily the trailer doesn't need to tip, it's a conveyor. So I think I might just be able to get it in there. But what we'll do, store it in there, and then the next episode we'll start making some pig food bags. But I think on that note, I am going to leave the video there. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel out. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.